Happy New Year. I hope you're enjoying yourself this year. Welcome wherever you're watching us from. Karibu sana to Churchill Show Journey Series Edition. My goodness, 2020, what a year it has been. A year to remember. But guess what? 2021, we have all the opportunities to recollect and guess what? And bounce back. Now, today on Journey Series Edition, I'm so excited, I'm so glad and honored that my brother, Pastor Julian Kyula from Purpose Center Ministry at Rock has accepted to just be part of this program today and share his journey. Huyu jamaa kuna story ya kutoka hapa mpaka Timbuktu. First of all, is one of the few people who's been able to separate whatever they do. He is a pastor, he's a mwanabiashara, and doing them consistently for a long time and being able to develop and have members who have a solid base. This is just a story, not just of an ordinary guy, a one person who is ready to transform and change this world we are living in. Hii ndio story, hadithi nzuri sana. It doesn't like all these big titles. This is the amazing story, the journey of Pastor Julian Kyula. Come along with me.
I grew up in many places. I can't tell you if I'm a ghetto, Barbie, or any of those, or in between. My parents, my father and mother, my father was a career banker, but he moved around a lot. So I went to 8 primary schools in 8 different parts of Kenya until I finally settled in high school. When I decided to go to boarding instead of going everywhere with my father. So dad, mom, and then I have 4 sisters. I have an elder sister and 3 that come right after me. No brothers, blood brothers, but I have many brothers. So so I grew up in that kind of household, you know, where the games I would play sometimes would be people would be blow drying my hair, teaching me how to make chapatis. Once in a while I found rough boys who would take me outside and we rode bikes. So that's where I grew up, how I grew up. We spent a lot of time in different parts of the country, mostly in, I ended up knowing more Kikuyu than Kikamba because my childhood was in Kikuyu land. We spent a lot of time in Nyahururu, yeah. I think I was the 2nd or 3rd or 4th student in a school that was starting. We were just a few of us in a school there called Busara Academy, when it was just a forest. I went there recently and it's a beautiful school now. And I went to Moranga after that. So my sisters settled in Nyeri Primary. So as you can see, we were in that region. And our Kamba was broken because I'm Mkamba. You know, so dad, mom did their very best. After I traveled all those schools, I decided, well, my parents decided high school cannot be those games. So in high school, I settled again in Kikuyu land, here in Kikuyu, Kiambu. So I seem to have had an affinity for central Kenya. One of the things that happened in 2020 last year that was very shaking for us as a family is this man we've known, this amazing man I've known all my life. You know, my sisters and I really, really adored our father. He was a good example. Hardworking man, didn't say much, loved the company of his children, was he always gave us an ear, but God called him home in January of 2020. So that was a very tough year for us, trying to adjust to that. My mom, this has been her mate since 1972. They were madly in love even in old age. I used to watch them and say, you know, these guys are an amazing example of a marriage. I'm not saying they didn't have their days, but not once did I ever hear them fight or argue, which means they knew how to hide in the secret place, because after getting married, I know you have to fight. but they never brought it to us. We learned amazing things through them. They were just an amazing couple. Mom misses dad crazily. I mean, she's always at the village to be with him at the grave and just, spend time there. The one thing that became real for me after Dad passed on was just taking on the responsibility of looking after my mother and also after my sisters. And, some are married, some are not. And I think I see the part around being available. Sometimes it's not that you're sending money, it's just your time, your availability, your pain, tears, being there. Because 2020 was also a year we lost a few other people we know. And I don't understand, there was this whole 2020 and fathers and also some mothers leaving. It's like there was this harvest of fathers just going in 2020, and I think a lot of people lost loved ones. So for me as a pastor, but also as a son, as a father, it's just been an amazing, interestingly, pain moment, giving comfort while in pain, while getting comfort. I think that whole history of growing up with my sisters, and my elder sister called June, she's single. Oh my God, she wouldn't believe I said that on air. I have 2 single sisters, if anyone on Churchill Live cares to know. We're a very close family, and those we've gotten married to or who've married into the family, we're close. We're carrying on the tradition that my father left, to be able to just spend time together, be close, love one another, because that's all we've had, is just love for one another. Money is good, but I'll tell you, there are things that are more important than money. There are things that are more important than a good life. In growing up, one of the things my parents did is they were very instrumental in our being raised. We did all those choirs. We did the children's PCA choir, AIC choir, and they brought us up in the Lord. And I know that's what a lot of people my age will say about their upbringing in terms of parents and church. But these guys went the extra mile. So we saw them live that life. We saw Dad, no matter how much he grew in the bank, because he started off. So let me tell you how my dad got his job. My dad was coming from looking for a job back in 1960 something. And he was looking for a job at Kenya Railways in Mombasa. And on his way back to Nairobi, after catching the train and being told he can't because my father had a limp. And because of his limp, the people at Kenya Railways told him they can't hire him. And he was determined. He was a determined man. So on his way back to Nairobi, he finds a line. After he gets off the train, he walks a little bit in the city and finds this long line at the bank. And he asks them, "What are you lining up for?" He said, "We're being interviewed for jobs as clerks." So he joined the line. And, when he told me that story, I found it amazing, because he became a banker from joining a line out of the blues. So he joined this line, got hired as a clerk at the bank. Probably that was not his dream. His dream, when I found out from my grandmother, was to be a doctor. That's why 2 of my sisters are doctors. I think they took over my father's dream, because clearly I was not going to be a doctor. And so he took this line, became a clerk. By the time he retired, he had become a senior manager at the bank. He worked at the bank for almost 40 years. And it was an interesting life. And that's why we moved around a lot, because of that. But the relationship between Dad and Mom, and what we saw, and how my mom always went with him in these different places, except Nyahururu. Nyahururu, my mom stayed longer because she had made too many friends. So we grew up seeing their relationship. It impacted us on how we believe we should relate with other people. They gave us space to grow up as children. My mom was Kali Kali. I had a girlfriend once who stayed home and refused to go home. I don't know why she refused to go home. Anyway, she was carried home. That's my kind of mother. My mother was not a joke. I mean, she didn't play. And she had this look. You all remember our mothers of the 70s and 80s. So that's, she was tough. Dad was a lot more. We used to go to him to ask for things, but that was our life, and that's how we grew up. It wasn't always a walk in the park. We had our moments as a family, troubles, points of pain, which we'll probably touch on one day when we have enough time.
Welcome back to Churchill Show Jan Series Edition. And what an honor in this new year 2021 to have my brother. Oh my goodness, Pastor Julian Kyula is here with us. Karibu mno, karibu sana. Kwanza atumesema watu wamejaribu kufanya makeup hapa.
Wakaona hakuna nywele.
Yeah.
Wakaona nitawamalizia makeup.
Itaanzia hapa
nyuma. Wameilenga.
Wakasema acha tufanye hivyo.
Wakaniambia shine or shine.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for accepting to have a conversation with us. Kwanza nimeona jamaa wakiwasha hii moto. It took me back.
Yeah.
Hii si ni ile tulikuwa tunapulizia.
Hii si hiyo. Hii si hiyo.
You remember growing up hii story ya kupulizia moto.
Alafu nasikia kufaint.
At some point lazima mtu apulizie hii moto. Times have changed. So people confuse you with the Reverend with the Bishop Kyuna. And Kyula, maybe you may want to clarify that.
Bishop Alan.
Alan,
Bishop Alan Kyuna. You know, in fact, there are times people have invited me. I've never told him. Kuna mahali nimeenda 2-3.
Wanafikiri ni bishop.
Na nikapatiwa seed.
Au kuambia sio.
Wakasema welcome to our place Reverend Kyuna. Kasema kumbe amjui nani yako hapa. So yeah, people confuse us a lot. He's a good man. People confuse me and him in terms of name.
In name.
But it's Kyula.
Yeah.
He's Kyuna.
Yes. And you're not related.
In fact, kule Nyahururu walikuwa wananiita Kyura.
Kyura.
Nyahururu. Kyura. Frog.
Yes. They used to call you.
Yeah.
What is this I hear ulienda 8 primary schools?
Bwana, nilizienda. Machakos Primary. Tukaenda Embu. Kaenda Eldoret. Kaenda Nyahururu, nikaenda 3 Nyahururu.
Where?
DEB. Ushaisikia DEB?
Diambia, what's DEB?
DEB. Stands for District Education Board.
Wow.
Yes. DEB.
What was the difference?
Fundishwa Kizungu in Kikuyu. So, every kikombe akambia, now it's time for English. Kikombe ni noun. We're going to learn what a noun is. Kikombe ni noun. Modo wa Kenya na kikombe. Iyo ni adverb, drinking. Yeah, it was an interesting childhood. Oh my goodness, because my father was moving a lot.
Yeah.
And I was almost, I don't know, I was not really refusing boarding, but he was moving and I was moving with him. So that's how it was.
Yeah. Your dad was
a banker.
Banker.
Yeah, he started as a banker and they used to transfer them so much.
Yes.
I think when you grow and they feel you might steal from this bank, they move you.
Which bank was that?
Barclays.
Barclays.
Yes.
Absa now.
Absa.
Back then.
Yeah.
And how did it happen now to a banker? You know, the way tunatakaga, I want to do exactly what my dad does. How kukuvuta mahesabu.
You know, when I was a student, I got a job as a clerk in the US. And I used to be one of the people who opens the safe. One time I said, "Mi ntaiba." No, it was I don't know. I'm funny enough. I'm in the finance world. But I just don't know if I could be a banker in the banking sense. But in our time, I'm in the finance world, so that has worked. But he was disappointed that none of us chose that lane between my sisters and I.
And you're the only son?
I'm the only son. So
how many sisters? You?
4. 4.
And they're all?
No, 2 are available. I told them in the show earlier, 2 are available. Watu waniongeleshe na wana time ya kuharibu, hawataki mambo mingi, wamefika ile age ya
tumalize.
Hawatafuti tall dark handsome, unasema akiwa taniua. 2 are available, 2 are gone.
So there's an opportunity. Alafu ukajipata US aje. How did that happen?
A lot of my siblings were going and cousins were going to Scotland. But I chose a different path. Scotland. Unajua hapa Kikuyu kuna church inaitwa Thogotoland.
Yes.
Hawangesema Scotland. Church of the Torch Thogoto. It was Church of the Torch Scotland.
Thogoto is Scotland.
Thogotoland. So walienda Thogotoland.
Yes.
But I chose to go to the US. It was a different choice for me. And I wanted to do aviation. That's what took me there. Yes.
What changed?
Nilingia ndege. I entered this plane. So I got into the school. I started my classes. I had never really experienced, I'd experienced, these children who go on merry-go-rounds, unakuta wametapika, wanaingia kasiso, wametapika. That was me. Now I thought the plane will be easier. Every time I got up, throw up. So nobody wanted me in their plane. I really struggled. At the end, I just called my father. I said, nisamee, nimeharibu pesa. Wacha niachane na hii kitu. Nianze ingine.
Ukaanza nini?
Business. I just decided to focus on a business degree. I didn't bother anymore with aviation.
Now,
maybe one day, Texas.
Everything is big in Texas.
Everything. Hata viatu. Lakini kuna mkamba mwingine alikuja. My friend, he's now a pastor in our church. Anaitwa Pastor Michael. Tulikuwa mahali alikuwa amevaa safari boots. Mzungu wa Texas akasema, "That's a mighty big foot you got there, son." So even if everything is big, miguu ya Afrika iliwastua.
No, Pastor Mike. Ni wale watoto.
Alikuwa anataka kupiga picha hiyo mguu.
Unajua ni wale watoto waligrow bila kuvaa viatu. So mguu iko na freedom of expansion.
And the toes.
And the toes.
Toes are doing. So it was an interesting time there. So
11 years.
Hey, 11 years. Almost 12 actually. 11 years.
So when did you decide utarudi sasa ufanye ministry and
nilikuwa kazini siku moja. I was at work one day and I had now settled. I was happy with my job and I just felt strong in my heart. It's time to go. God telling me, get on a plane and go. Hi, wapi. I refused. I said, this is the devil.
Were you saved then?
Yes, I was saved. I fought it for 2 years, but finally I bought a one-way ticket in 2005. Nikaambia msichana wangu, toshamanyeko.
Who's that?
Amanda.
No, Amanda's story is different. Mlikuwa mmekutana na Amanda then, your wife?
Tulikuwa hata tunaanza kuongea mambo ya ndoa. Na kama wazazi wanakuja, kama
she was there.
Supusi kwa nampoteza. She was there.
Alikuwa Texas.
So I told her this thing is so strong. Tukutane Kenya.
Was she there?
She was there.
Huko ndio mlikutana?
Tukutana huko.
How did it happen? Pole. It's a new year, by the way.
It's a new year. So I tell the story. So how did my wife and I meet? So we were at church, my brother and I. Is my brother now, called Don. Kanoyu Msupu Church. And we were at that age.
Tuko majuu sasa.
Tuko majuu. Tuko church. Tunaomba lakini jicho moja iko.
Amanda is beautiful. I have to tell you.
No, this was her sister now.
Oh, the sister?
So we both see the sister. My brother and I see this girl coming in. Ay! In a new entry. Si wale tumezoea hapa.
Pressure.
So, kasema, sasa ubaya nikazubaa kidogo. Kupinduka hivi, mimi nilikuwa maombi nikiomba. Nikafungua macho, ndugu yangu ashafika pale.
Don.
Sema sawa. Yeah, akaendelea.
Yeah.
And to show you how, you know, confident he was,
Yeah.
akaniambia, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Can you drop her home? Sema sawa. Nampeleka nyumbani.
Yeah.
Beautiful Taita girl.
Yes.
Hey. Mimi sikuwa nimeinteract na Wataita sana. Sikuwa nimejua. In fact nilikuwa nawaambia mnakaa kama umetoka Ethiopia. Alafu tukafika nikamuuliza, nilikuwa na student budget
Yes.
So I only had a few dollars in my pocket.
Yes.
So
This is the sister.
The sister. Nikamuuliza swali ambayo sikuwa sasa hiyo ni imani ama nini. Nikamwambia, would you like something to bite or to take home? Sema, yeah, my siblings are home. I'd love to take some food for them. Kamuuliza KFC kabla hajaanza kuniambia hapo mambo ya Italian, kabla hajaanza kusema Italian cuisine, sijui French. KFC?
Yes.
KFC fine? I said, fine. So we bought KFC, the 21 bucket.
Yes.
Kafika nyumbani. Yeah, akaenda stairs, akapanda, mi gentleman na ngoja afike. Akaingia ndani, akaambia sister yake, go and tell him thank you for buying. Msichana akatoa kichwa hivi.
Yes.
Nikasema don't weka na huyo. Nimepata. And that's how we met.
So ulimwambia, how did you get her? Because now, aliposema thank you,
yes,
you don't know her. Did you get in, uliingia ama what happened?
Kwa hiyo nikasema, how you like my chicken? No. I said, alikuja kanisani pia yeye the next Sunday. Pole pole, alikuwa mtu wa madisco. Alikuwa mtu wa clubbing. So nikasema sasa
na wewe umeokoka.
Na mimi nimeokoka. Sasa nikaanza kuomba. Pastor wangu akaenda huko akamuombea, msichana akaokoka. Akasema basi. Sasa tuingie lini. Akakuja church akakuwa host. Nikajua she can host me.
Na Don aliendelea huko kwingine.
Nimwambia endelea huko, mimi niko hapa.
Na alifanikiwa yeye?
Yeye alifanikiwa. So we best friends, married sisters.
Oh, Pastor Don.
Sasa mimi nikakuja Kenya. Nikamwambia tukutane. Tukutane hapo mbele. I was very determined. Kakuja home na Don pia alikuwa amekuja home. Nikaenda kwa nyumba ya mama yake, who we had seen a few times in Houston. Kamwambia sasa penye nimefika, nataka to settle down and I want to settle down with your girl. Sasa nimekuja home, sina job, sina income, niko hapa tu nimezubaa nikishangaa. It's my first month, I'm checking around to see what I'm going to do. Akaniambia, ati? She's a very strict lady. Those who know her, she was a principal at Ngara Girls.
What?
And she was also a deputy at Pangani.
Mrs.?
So, Mrs. Mwandoe. Anybody who knows Mrs. Mwandoe knows she was not a joke. Mrs. Mwandoe and my mother were both teachers.
Same WhatsApp group.
Same WhatsApp group, same professor. Mimi nikamwambia, na nilikuwa na ndugu yangu Don, sababu tulikuwa tumesema twende, niseme yangu, wewe useme yako. Venye aliona mambo ikiendelea kwangu. So akaniambia tufanye, nikamwambia mam, mimi nataka kuchukua msichana wako. Akaniambia fanya nini? Msichana wangu arudi.
Arudi ngambo huyu.
Arudi. Anakaa huko. Hata afadhali aende India ama Spain, lakini huko arudi. Nikashangaa sasa na nimerudi, unasemaje?
One way ticket.
Kaniambia kwanza wewe kijana uko na kazi? Mwadhani mtakula mapenzi. Kiswahili ikaanza kuingia. Now by the way, my mom, now my wife's mom, but my mom, composed the Swahili song, Kiswahili kitukuzwe. So Kiswahili kikaanza kuingia. Nikaanza kusikia sijui mwenda tenzi omo. Nikasikia sasa omo imeingilia wapi? That time my brother ameanza kusoma gazeti hata iko upside down.
Ulienda na yeye. Don't.
Useless. Ameketi hapo nasoma, ameniacha. Nimesomewa. Hey, I left there.
Alikuwa anataka kusema hata mimi.
Alikuwa anataka kusema hata mimi mom, Lakini
Bila
sasa
amesema hata
aliona
mimi.
mambo imefika sijui tenzi na omo. Has this man sacrificed himself? I will approach this story differently. We got married 3 months after each other.
Wow.
Because the girls came.
Yeah.
Her sister was her best maid.
Yeah.
She was her best maid.
Yeah. Wow.
Na tukafanya.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you started the church together, ama you got into business?
I started all of them at the same time. so
You know what? I need to hear about that story. Biashara, and of course the ministry, how it started.
And a marriage.
And a marriage.
Never do that. All at the same time.
I need to know about that. My goodness, what a story. What a journey. Brother Julian Kyula. That's what you need to get the way. This will never stop. I wish tungefanya 2 hours. And here ulikuwa na deni almost 100 million ya biashara. And how you got out of that?
Yes.
I need to hear about that. Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go away. Journey series. No, this is a story. Don't listen. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Churchill Show Journey Series Edition with my brother Julian. So you were telling me, you're advising me, so when you came back, starting everything together, marriage, biashara, and ministry.
Yeah, it's not advisable. Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home. Why?
It's just too many things at the same time.
Yeah.
And I should have paced myself better. But you know, they say experience is the best teacher.
Oh, yes.
So I think it's, now I know.
But it sharpened you.
It sharpened me.
Yes.
And it made me have to get the urgency of things.
How's Amanda doing?
Oh, she's fine. Getting prettier. Oh, Schana, the older they become,
the more
tunawaogopa.
The more beautiful they become.
The more beautiful they become. So she's there.
Yeah.
But there are 3 jamas in the house.
Yeah. You have 3 boys.
3 boys who are just thinking that she's their wife. I have plans for them.
Kuna competition.
18 out.
Yeah. I think she's also been an anchor in what you do.
Yes, she has been a strength. Sio mtu wa mdomo mingi.
Yeah.
Pengine anaongeanga tu na macho. Yeah. So, but she's not a loud mouth. Very quiet woman.
Na mesaidia na ministry.
Imesaidia sana.
Sasa kuna watu wanauza mapasi wa Gabori. So do you still go out? Do you do church? How do you even separate it?
I live my life.
Yeah.
I live my life. Ministry is a calling.
Yeah.
Ministry is a calling. I enjoy it. I love seeing people grow through the word.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's not that I'm in the business side and church. To me, it's one thing.
Yeah.
When I say that, people can say, how can you say that's one thing? I'm one person. I don't have a, you know, if you if you say Monday I'm this person and Tuesday I'm this person, then you might be schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But I'm one person. I just have this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Turudi kwa lugha. Schizo. Sema tu schizo. Hiyo ni brief.
Might be schizophrenic. Yeah, so it's one and the same
kwa
thing.
Kiswahili sijui.
Tutauliza Mama Amanda.
Yeah, I'm one thing. So when I stand there with God's people, I love what I do. Yeah. And it gives me also the direction in the marketplace.
How have you managed to solidify your church so well, the way you run it? It's amazing. I mean,
oh wow. Mnaona kutoka nje mkikuja kwa kitchen utaona vile sufuria inaanguka.
No, tungekuwa tushajua. You've really solidified.
I'll tell you what I believe, good people. I have a great team. I actually think the gift God gave me is selecting people that are trainable. And I've invested in them, and in return, they're becoming what they're supposed to be. And it's amazing to watch. So now we are branching out. Nataka kuingia huko 2 Rivers, Westlands, Athi River, Machakos tunaenda.
Karibu sana.
Nakuru tunakuja. I'm now expanding. The next 3-4 years, I'm now sending those people, ambia tokeni sasa mumekuwa.
Yeah. Now, business. Let's talk business.
Yeah.
So this story, biashara ulikimbiza nayo, then tell me about the business.
Business is I think it's a calling, entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing people being trained on how to be entrepreneurs, but I don't think it's for everybody.
Yeah.
So business has been tough. We've had some amazing times, some tough moments. Tumeuza mabiashara, tumefungua zingine. Sasa hii tumefungua mabiashara mbili. I opened something in America na nikafungua pia hapa Kenya. Yeah. Na kama KRA wanasikiza wasinikujia America. Kila saa nikifanya show nasikianga kokoko.
Yeah. So that business, you had a deficit of 100 million. How do you counter that?
I think it expanded me when I had that deficit, and you call it deficit, I call it debt.
Debt?
You cannot underestimate the power of when you're in a dark place. And sometimes when you're in dark places is when God reveals his light. Because ideas, understanding, thoughts, change of strategy, vitu mingi kuja in the dark. Because sometimes when you're in the light, in terms of when things are good, sometimes you're not thinking about how to change, change comes a lot of times in the dark. Ilikuwa pesa za zingine za Kirubi, zingine za shareholders, zingine za, because he was my landlord.
Yes.
But we became such good friends. Nilienda nikaketi naye nikamwambia, Charlie, hata ukini auction, mzae, hata ukini auction, nitaenda wapi?
Yes.
Si uniache hapa, nifanye kazi. Akatoa sijui 10 mili, 2 mili kwanza, nilimu kitu kama 40 million. Akatoa 2, kama sasa umetoa 2 kafanya 38. DJ CK 2, 10, 20 tulimalizana, akatoa 38.
Wow.
Tukaachwa na 2, tukaconvert hiyo kitu.
Wow.
And that man is you know, I don't know if Chris Kirubi is one unappreciated Kenyan entrepreneur. I'll tell you from a young perspective, because we have to give to the young generation. So he did that. We rearranged, structured, we did na kampuni hizo zilibakia nikaiuza for $1, nikasema hizo pesa zingine shikeni kampuni, mimi mniache niende nianze tena. And I think exactly yes, because now you come to a place of sit down, analyze, grow again. And you know, let me tell you, I've also discovered you'll always have critics. You'll always have people that badmouth you, put you down. Niliface hizo vitu. Hata hiyo interview nilifanya, kuna watu wanasema, Charlie ni suspicious.
Unajua, mtu atauliza. So first of all, we should not be afraid. Now that this is a new year, 2021, we should not be afraid to start again. Start again. Let me tell you, whatever has been lost is nothing compared to what you'll get. But there's something you have to have. You know, Mungu aliambia Joshua, be bold and courageous. If I was standing with my father and he's telling me, son, be bold and courageous, I'm like, but you're here. Why do I need to be bold and courageous when you're here? Because boldness and courage is not it's not necessarily a product of the presence of God. You have it inside you that he's given you. He needs you to act. So if you sit just wallowing about yesterday, hautajua chenye kinakungoja kesho. I think to Kenyans, we need to be a lot more positive, because we have too much negative energy.
We have too much negative. Hata foreigners wanatuogopa. We have too much negative energy. So when you find yourself trending on KOT, sometimes you're being judged by a guy who is sitting in his house doing nothing, or another one who is doing something. But we just need to start learning. Pat someone on the back and say, hey, najua umeumia, tuendelee. It doesn't hurt to bring someone up. It doesn't hurt to bring someone up. You know, I've employed so many people. I've had so many employees. Things have worked out. Others, things haven't. Na kuna wale wanakuacha wamekukasirikia. Kuna wale wanakuja wamekufurahia. Tunaendelea. It's life. You just learn to have the gift of bye-bye. Lesson number 2, you can't carry everyone with you. You can't carry everyone with you. So it becomes, it can be frustrating when you want to, but also it's irresponsible. Watauliza, nikisipokuuliza ni biashara gani, wataanza kusema, hakusema ni biashara gani hizi anafanya. Okay. It's in which sector? Okay, so I'm both in fintech. Fintech inamaanisha finance and technology. And so I'm doing something right now with some phone companies here and in America. And then I'm also in real estate as the key ones. I'm a lot in that tech world. Tech world is my, nilijaribu agriculture, iko na wenyewe.
And that's the future, really.
Yeah, agriculture is beautiful. But here's the lesson.
What you're doing is futuristic ideas.
Yeah, even for it's agri-tech. But what I've learned is the reason those things may not work is because you're not there. So the point is presence. Hakuna kitu unaweza fanya part time ukiassume itakuja kuwa that big dream.
You need to be in there.
You have to, it's a baby.
A must.
Ushaisikia mtoto akilia unamuignore. Biashara kuanga hivyo. With real estate we are building affordable houses here. We launched the first project in March. Everybody has been asking, when are you launching? In March next year, we launched the first project in Kenya to just give people access to very affordable houses by giving them a long time to pay, because that's what our generation and younger need to get their first homes with bila struggle. Rent to own. And that I've been working on that for 4 years. It was tough because you don't find a lot of patient capital. So you're imeingia. Our ministry must also have practicality. That, and I'm not saying every preacher, no, wale tumepatiwa experience, let's go out, let's get people in. For me, that's my calling. I want to settle people. Ndio siku moja twende na wewe, tuchukue mama mboga, tumpeleke kwa kanyumba kake aseme, hey, hii ni yangu. Niambie, na ni kama unalipa rent.
As you finish this run now, how has it affected you? Everyone at church, I know biashara, everyone is feeling it, but how has it affected?
Churches have been affected, actually very hard. But I believe the church belongs to God. He's the one who has the church. So it's his bride, and he'll take care of it. But it has been a tough journey for a lot of ministers. A lot of pastors, kwanza uko ushago, they can't go online, some of them. So we've seen, I mean, revenues have gone down for churches. People have also wanted the church to support them. People have wanted the church to raise them. It has been tough. It has been tough.
But 2021, we believe things are going.
This is a different time. Look, seasons come and seasons go. There's no season without a shelf life. Ni kama maziwa. Kuna siku itaoza. So hata season yuko hivyo. So it may not be that January things have changed. But seasons end and other seasons come. Kitu muhimu tuingie kila season, and what God is teaching us. 2020 was a year of learning a lot about ourselves. Resilience. Miles Monroe used to say that purpose has resilience, the ability to bounce back. Kama uko na breath, kama umeamka asubuhi na uko na maisha, basi kazana, tuingie kazi. Tunajua Kenya iko na madeni, nimesikia madeni zetu zimefika mahali.
Let's to adapt ule jamaa, naitwa jamaa Amazon.
Huyo Jeff Bezos.
Tumkatie kashamba mahali.
But you see, Kenya needs to encourage. Let me talk as a businessman. Our leaders need to encourage people like you, people like me, to become, the next Tyler Perry's, the Jeff Bezos. Because when you create the environment, it will happen. Precisely. But wewe ukiinuka hivi, sijui KRA kwa hapa, NIS imekuja, sijui DCI na DC na chief.
Ni makesi.
Because what I think, and I'm not saying I've had that, I'm just saying I've seen it even with my friends. This is a hard market to build. And you see, Coca-Cola ndio wameenda. Unilever na sijui Unilever na Procter & Gamble wanaenda. Hizo ni kazi. You can't work so hard to bring these guys, and then so I don't want to be a politician. All I'm saying is, you must have some people somewhere sitting saying, how do we close our back door? Not shut it. Iache tu kidogo ndio kama watu wanaondoka wasiende wengi. Na hii mbele ikuwe wazi. So that the Jeff Bezos, because Africa is the next frontier.
It is.
I'm telling you, it is the most untapped region in the world. Nobody doing business can ignore this continent. But the countries that are going to win, kama Rwanda venye wana fix vitu, na kwingine sasa South Africa ndio wengine wanarudi. Others are going back to Ghana. We have to make sure as Kenya we don't lose out, because 15 years from now, I hope we have a plan. Because let me tell you what entrepreneurs like me are doing. We're going out. Hizo makampuni zetu tumeweka huko, tuzijenge huko. Sababu, you must appreciate the sons of the land. It is not that we are not patriotic, but businesses are selfish. If Churchill knew that he could structure his business in a way that Mauritius and Singapore are better jurisdictions for him,
you'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there.
And then you be coming to Kenya, you say, hello, Kenya.
How's
it going? But we are patriotic and we love Kenya. All I'm asking is, can our leaders just think through the process of not frustrating the next Jeff Bezos in their country? Ndivyo Mandela alifanya na kina Ramaphosa. Alichukua vijana, akasema hawa wasingie jela, hawa watumwe huko America na Scotland waende shule. Because in the future, 50 years from now, 30 years from now, can you imagine? Unajua hivyo ndivyo walifanya. Alikuwa anaitwaje? Sio Zuma hakuenda hiyo trip. Ni mwingine before Zuma alikuwa anaitwaje? Thabo Mbeki, Ramaphosa, those were all guys waliekwa kwa ndege. Mandela aliona hawa tukiwafanya rioters tutaumia, because you can't have rioters all the time as presidents.
Let's empower them.
Let's empower some 30 guys. Let them go. Wawekwe nywele mafuta nini, wakuja na hiyo kizungu, wakirudi. And now who is leading?
They're leading.
I hope we can have a vision as a nation that says, from a business perspective, this is what we see. This is how we reduce our immortality, child immortality rate, women abuse. This is how we reduce it, and not make it political. Let's go to work. Fold our sleeves.
Let's work.
This affordable housing thing is a good thing the president is doing. But let's go to work. Tusisikie tu, let's go to work.
Azitaanguka. Our good friend, as we finish, Dr. Miles Monroe. God rest his soul in the Thank you so much for introducing him to me.
Oh, he loved you, man. You just connected. The two of you just connected.
Thanks for making that happen.
Not a problem.
So, what's the biggest lesson you can share with Kenyans, even as we face this new year?
Dr. Monroe taught a lot about purpose and about the kingdom. He said about purpose, it has certain characteristics. One is resilience. You can bounce back from anything. Kenya can bounce back from anything. All of us can bounce back from anything. Miles Monroe says you have resilience. It's a quality of purpose. Mungu aliweka ndani. And that purpose is inbuilt. But you have to activate it. Ukika social media siku nzima, kwa TV umeketi, whatever you invest in will manifest
itself.
Whatever you invest in, hata ujinga, ita manifest. Hata ujinga. It's as if you water ujinga, it will grow.
Na hivyo ndio nilikuwa naambiwa una ujinga sana, unachekesha watu. Wewe you're a comedian. That's where nilieka.
Hapana, huyo mtu hakuwa anaona mbali. Hiyo si ujinga. Because laughter, even the Bible has laughter in it.
They say you're a joker. Look at us now.
We are joking. But we are joking, making it.
So 2021 for you is a year of
it's bouncing back.
Bouncing back.
Let's bounce back. Let's also think, but let's relate well. You know, go to the people that matter. After I lost my father, I realized the value of time.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. And thank you for coming even to stand with us. Let's build relationships. There are actually some things that are more important than money. Mbona umekaa hivyo ni kama umestuka?
No.
Ilikuwa inaingia.
Because
you're right.
Because you know, especially in Kenya where we are, unaambia mtu na school fees ndio inakuja na uniform watoto wote wananunuliwa because wamenona all of a sudden because of corona. Unasema money, there are things which are important more than money. What? Kuna Mkenya anaangalia what?
Acha nikwambie. Even if that child, listen, if you can't afford to take your child to a private school, take them to a public school. Ulienda shule gani?
Mimi nilienda kwa
Momboni. Na tu over. Sino uko hapa. Mimi nilienda Murang'a hiyo St. Martins, nilienda DEB, nikakuja hapa Lavington Primary. Mzee alikuwa analipa 500 shillings for school fees. The public schools, some of them are not so bad.
We can adjust.
Mtoto atakuwa sawa.
Tumemaliza by the way. We see you next week. We are done. Let me tell you, you're so inspiring. You're so inspiring. I love this.
Oh, wow.
This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
This
Thank you so much.
tumemaliza ama mnataka tuendelee? Tumemaliza. Guy, good night.